They're off in the Acorn. Retangled starts for Carolina and Bar of Gold. It was a sharp beginning for Miss Ella, who goes out to take the early lead. Danzatrice on the outside. There goes Promise Me Silver now with a rush on the far outside, and she's going up to the front and going for the lead right now on the outside. By the Moon is running in fourth early on. And then it's Calamity Kate, followed by Condo Commando. Carolina's going by horses, and now she's all the way up into fifth. And then it's Wonder Gal. Bar of Gold shook up in behind them, followed by Light the City and Ocean Wave at 22 and 4 first quarter. And now they're moving into the far turn. Promise Me Silver is the leader by a neck. Miss Ella second to the inside. The undefeated fillies are 1-2 on the far turn. By the Moon, a length and a half off of them. A ground-saving run for Wonder Gal. Calamity Kate, Carolina next on the outside. Danzatrice's under a drive. Then Bar of Gold and Condo Commando. The half was in 45 and 2/5 seconds as they round the far turn. It is Miss Ella to the inside, and here comes By the Moon, a big long shot, and she runs up to take the lead at 30-1 as they turn for home in the Acorn. It is By the Moon. She has opened up a 3-length lead. Carolina's next, and then comes Wonder Gal to the inside. They're into the final furlong. And it is By the Moon desperately trying to hold off Carolina and Wonder Gal. The three of them coming down to the line. Here's Carolina. Carolina and By the Moon. Carolina did it. Over By the Moon. Wonder Gal was third, and Danzatrice was fourth.
Perhaps a sign of things to come for trainer Todd Pletcher. Has 2 horses in the Belmont Stakes, and here a victory in the Grade 1 Acorn. Carolina in a thriller over Long Shot By the Moon, trying to steal this $750,000 stakes race. What a finish, gentlemen.
This New York bred filly, 3 in a row for 2 out of 3 for Todd Pletcher, coming off a huge win in an allowance race here, giving John Velasquez his 4th winner in this race, and Todd Pletcher is 3rd. Always prominent, sitting back there, letting the speed develop. Promise Me Silver took off after Miss Ella early in the race, setting up a pretty hot pace. It looked like Wonder Gal was home and free, and showed a lot of courage, did Carolina, to run him down.
I tell you what, this race was a mess right from the start. A horrible start for 3 or 4 of the horses, maybe more in this field, including Promise Me Silver. She broke very poorly from the gate, then rushed up to set the early pace, and a fast early pace, so no surprise that she didn't have much gas left by the time they got to the top of the stretch. Eddie Olczyk rooting hard, obviously, for By the Moon as they turn for home, and it looked like Edzo had it here at the 8th call. But no.
She looks like she's home. Jose Ortiz goes to the right hand. By the Moon now just starting to tire. Carolina in the Eclipse Thoroughbred colors on the outside lengthens her stride with John Velasquez and able to nip By the Moon in the shadow of the wire. 6-3, 2-12 in the Grade 1 Acorn, down to Donna Brothers.
John, congratulations. 3 wins in a row for this filly. What a nice race from her today.
Beautiful horse. She's done everything right today. We got killed out of the gate. I thought our chances were compromised right from there. I put her to the clear. She got a little bit rank in the back stretch. As soon as I got her to the clear, but then she settled really well, and she came running down the lane.
When you got bothered out of the gate, did you have to go to Plan B, and that was something that you weren't sure she could do?
Plan D. I said, well, I'm going to be far back. I better keep it back here. But as soon as I put her in the clear in the back stretch, she got a little bit rank on me. It's like, oh, I should have kept it cover up. But she ended up relasting her on the turn and gave me a nice movement around the turn, and when I asked her down the lane, she finished really well.
John, 2 wins for you already today. As we look forward to the Belmont Stakes, you ride Materiality. You look with Materiality like the one horse who has the best chance to hook up with American Pharoah early. What is your plan in that race?
Well, I'll tell you what, my instructions is to come out there running. So if the American Pharoah needs to lead, he's gonna have to come out running hard enough for him to get the lead.
You weren't on Materiality in the Derby because you rode Carpe Diem for Todd Pletcher. He broke a step slow. Do you know if he's done any sort of a gate work with him since then to try to get him to break quicker?
It's kind of strange for him because he's never done that before, and one of the things that happens in the Derby, Derby's a Derby, and a lot of horses, he waited there for a long time, and probably that's what kind of step slow, and when you step slow, then to get in the Derby, a horse that doesn't have that much experience, so that's what happens.
All right, good luck to you. Hopefully you won't have to go through plans A, B, C, and D today, John.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, Lafitte.
Plan D works to perfection. He also had Wonder Gal and Gary Stevens leaning on her and Jan Velasquez as he was going by Carolina in deep stretch. By the way, Shook Up is being tended to on the track. She is standing on all fours, but currently being tended to. Much more on her shore lead. Let's go back to the start of the race, Randy.
It was messy, Jerry. It was very messy. As you see, Carolina here from post position number 6 also Promised Me Silver, the horse to her inside by the, or rather, Bar of Gold.
Right here. Number four, Calamity Cape breaks out, squeezes number 5, Bar of Gold first, and then Carolina out the back early.
She's last.
She's always been prominent in most of her races. Very, very patient ride by John Velasquez just to pick him up a little bit at a time. But there's still some wild stuff going to go on. The Gray Filly number 8, Promise Me Silver, is going to take off. Whoop, clips heels right there.
Shook Up just clipped heels as well. Yeah, the 8, the gray in the middle right there. The heavy favorite Shook Up and Robbie Alvarado. And Alvarado right there, his feet are out of the irons. His right leg is out of the irons on the favorite Shook Up as he just now reaches down and puts the foot back in the irons. That had to just completely disrupt. Plus now she's on the track and they're tending to her. So disastrous for her.
And wild addition to the Acorn down to Jay Pridman.
Well, I'm here with Dr. Keith Latson. He's the on-call veterinarian for the American Association of Equine Practitioners. Can you give us an update as to Shook Up's condition?
Sure, she's walking fine. She's got a laceration on the back of her right front ankle, but again, she's walking fine. Got onto the ambulance. She's going back to the barn to be checked out. Just put her on the ambulance as a precautionary measure.
So from a precautionary measure, as you say, so does that mean at this point it doesn't look serious?
It doesn't look serious. Minor injury.
Okay, thank you very much for the update.
Is that?
Any update regarding Shook Up's condition, we'll pass that along. In the meantime, the win here, and Carolina in the Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners for trainer Todd Pletcher. Back-to-back Braided Stakes wins on the Belmont Card program for Pletcher, winning the Brooklyn and striking here with Carolina, out-dueling the long shot by the moon. Carolina with John Velasquez, Todd Pletcher with a fist pump. 2 down, 1 to go.